How do you know when a watermelon is ready to be picked? In this video, I share with you what I am looking for when I go out to pick a ripe watermelon. On the back of a seed packet, you will see how many days to harvest for that particular variety of watermelon. And it will say between, if it's a small person one, it would be like 60 days, or a medium one would be 85 days, and a large one would be 100 plus days. Now, if you're anything like me and you had to replant because animals got into it or pests got into it, and you're not really sure which watermelon you actually planted, then you are going to have to do the observation method. And the main thing that you are looking for, the most essential primary part that you're looking for, is the tendril. It's a curlicue tendril closest to the watermelon. And that stem needs to be brown in order for you to know that it is ready. The second thing that you will be looking for is the underbelly. Now, this one is not foolproof, the secondary one, but the underbelly of the watermelon should be yellow, and yellow as compared to the other parts of the watermelon. Of course, you can also do a search on how the plant looks like when it is mature, but in my case, and in cases like for home gardeners, and if you're not using a lot of fertilizer, sometimes the product is actually smaller than what you can get at the supermarket. Lastly, without saying, when you know when it's ripe, when you cut it open and it pops, and the meat itself is juicy and it's either whatever color the watermelon is, either red, yellow, orange. But hopefully we can determine this before you actually cut it open and find out. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 2 days in which I go out and look at the watermelon. Watch until the end, because I cut into the first watermelon of the season to reveal how we did on determining if the watermelon was ripe or not. Hey guys, I wanted to see if my watermelon was ready for harvest yet. So I brought you out here with me, and let's check. Okay, so here's my watermelon. It's starting to get hit with some disease here. The curlicue right here, closest to it, has dried from the top all the way to the stem right here. It's not, I mean, I think I could go another day, but I'm afraid that it's going to rain and then it's going to burst open. And then let me check on the bottom. I think it could be more yellow. It's getting there. So I think I'm going to leave it for one more day and make sure that it goes all the way, the tendril gets all the way dry to the bottom. It is dry, but it's not like brittle dry where I could just like snap it off. I really don't want anything to get to it because all our watermelons have been eaten. But at the same time, I don't want it unripe. I want it very ripe and sweet. Good morning. Hi everyone. I want to show you an update on the watermelon ripeness. So it's been about 3 or 4 days since I checked on the watermelon. This is because like when I did check, I was overly eager, but I knew that the curlicue on the end was not completely dried yet. Now the only thing is that we have had rain, and it's been very humid and it's been really hot. So the sugar content of the watermelon may not be as sweet, and I do know it going into this, but I think if I don't pick it today, then it's going to be overripe too. So ideally you would like to pick it like when it's drier. The extra water will water out the sugar content, just like in the same as in tomatoes. I have to weigh out the pros and cons, where if I wait too long, in a couple of days, will the watermelon be good anymore? So let me go ahead and show you how it looks like right now. So here's the watermelon right there. And as you can see here, the leaf has actually drastically deteriorated because of all the humidity from the last time that we saw it. Let me check the curlicue right here. And there it is. Right here, here's the stem of the watermelon. This is the watermelon and the stem here. And then the closest Q, which is this curlicue part, is dried all the way to the end right there. And it's dried completely down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this off and bring this inside. Now, ideally, I would like the underbelly to be more yellow, but I think that's as yellow as it's gonna get. If you see like a little bit of this yellowness going on up here, it's just sunburn. It's been really hot. I don't have my pruners with me, but I do have like a pair of scissors. Right. It does sound good too. Right. Here we go. Cutting the umbilical cord now. And it's heavy. So there it is. I have no clue what color it is. Alright, so I've weighed the watermelon and it's 11 pounds and 4 3/8 ounces. Okay, here's our 11-pound watermelon from the garden, our first watermelon. And we're gonna open it to see if it's actually ripe. Oh, it popped! Did you hear that sound? Okay. Oh God. Oh, this. Yum! It looks so good! Yay! Okay, let me taste a little bit. Okay, so this is the first taste of our watermelon. It's so good! It's so good! Okay, this is what it says. So it's so sweet. I think this is a sangria. It's a sangria. So it looks so good and it's so fresh and the texture is so perfect. So it's like juicy and sweet and better than what you can buy at the store. Thank you for watching and I will see you next Friday.